Hey Stinkies and those that are not already following, hello. I hope you enjoy the video. It's kind of be more of a rant video. I'm not gonna write up a script. I've got like my main points of like issues that I want to go over, and I talked about it publicly, and I'm really sick of Twitch's shit, to put it bluntly. I've given them so much feedback in the past. I've made videos. I've talked to people trying to get shit pushed through, and for some fucking reason, top down just keeps declining shit. And I know staff members try their fucking hardest to get shit put through, but for some reason, they still decline it. And I don't get it. Whatever top executives are making these decisions, I don't know what the hell is like. It's resulting from three potential things. Either they don't use the platform and they don't know what's going on and they don't give a shit, which is kind of laziness and like refusal to grow, lack of innovation, can be fixed. Somebody that just doesn't give a shit in general and doesn't connect to the community, that's possibly something can be fixed if they're willing to work on it. And the third potentially being their ego is so high and think that nobody else has better ideas than them and they don't give a shit, and that's that. Can it be fixed? Yes, but that one's probably the hardest to break out of all of them. And it's really, I'm just super over it. I know so many people, the turnaround at Twitch is disgusting for staff, the amount of people that leave because people just don't, like, higher ups just screw them over. I mean, they had Glassdoor leaks. I remember back when the year or two after I started streaming, about like how bad it is to work there. Just because there's no consistency with upper level management and people just shooting down ideas left and right. So many between developers and just regular staff members that try to help out partners. So I'm over it. I want to break some things down as to why everybody hates Twitch, and we're just gonna kind of get into it and go with it from there. I'm gonna give you the main points. I've got 9 of them, and then I'm just gonna fucking spitball it and kind of rant about why it fucking sucks. 9 reasons that everybody hates Twitch, or some of the biggest ones. Ads, shitty moderation, who Twitch is backing and top streamers, the UI, watch time, algorithm, rate/revenue, safety, and mobile app fucking sucks. That's what it all comes down to. So I'll go ahead and get into the first one here. Ads on the website, that's nothing new. I don't know. It is so easy to do research and be innovative on this. Like, literally all they have to do is click on YouTube and they can figure out like 5 different ideas of how to run things. And for some reason they don't. They've tested banners and then just got rid of advertising banners. I don't know why that got shot down. I've seen some people say Emmett Selch is the reason that's gotten shot down. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't understand. And everybody liked banners. It was something super easy that popped up for a little bit and went back down. It didn't obstruct anything. I don't know why banners got shot down. It's another way for Twitch to make revenue. I don't know why the hell they don't do that. YouTube and Twitch runs less ads than regular TV, but there's a reason people have switched over to streaming services and are watching more shit on YouTube. It's less ads, right? And in live streaming, they're invasive. If I think, to be fair, especially with like ad deals and stuff, like top streamers, if you're going to run ads, it's very easy to make it less intrusive if you're having somebody constantly manually do it versus letting it be automatic. That makes a big difference. But you can't, Twitch just won't be innovative. They won't think about anything with this shit. They could be putting ads, more different ad placements on the website, or more than what they're doing. I think if they just make, like, the site really doesn't look different. It has not had a massive overhaul since 2014, since I've been on Twitch. They've made some minor adjustments, but it really looks more or less the same. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but they should be looking at the ways and that different sites are getting built. There's a reason they're getting built the way that they are. And there's a reason that some people are starting to say that YouTube's algorithm is a little bit better for live streaming, because at least there is a little bit of an algorithm with it, whereas on Twitch, there's none. Twitch has not considered putting any algorithmic shit in. And that's something I will get in with regards to talking more about watch time. I'm trying to not make this a ridiculously long video, so I know I'm going to be talking fast, so I apologize. I tweeted it out the other night, but like, I mean, dude, ads, the biggest reason people click off the platform is the fact that ads are broken. They've been broken for years. And especially since they start, like, Amazon has taken over too. And I get that, and ads is what functions the platform. People don't really hate them. They want to support creators, But the fact that they're just refusing, that they're like shafting income, it's not going to anything useful. That's the biggest thing. On top of that, the lowest fucking rates out of everybody out there for a streaming service is like really pathetic. It's really stupid, especially when I get it. Amazon bought Twitch, assuming it's just going to make money and that's it. And that was everybody's assumption, especially with higher ups. And so they're like, oh, we don't want to put in work. That's what it comes off as. That's what it's felt like for, like, as somebody that's been on the platform since 2014. That's what it feels like. Refusal to be innovative or actually give a shit about the platform and its community. Why the fuck are they not taking notes from Google and YouTube? Like, come on, guys. Skippable ads can be a thing. You can have ads that overlay on top of chat instead of having top gifters on there, or you can have it cover up for a little bit. You figured out how to do it with the hype train. Why the hell can't you figure out how to put banner ads there or something? You could be putting ads on VODs, allowing streamers to manually place them. That would make a big difference. How many you want to place in one spot? Non-skippable, skippable. I mean, come on, guys. Did you look at YouTube at all? That's it. I mean, I don't even get in. VODs piss me off. I'll get to that when we get to Watchtime shit. Survey ads could be a thing. People, like, especially if you want to figure out shit about your platform instead of just asking streamers all the time. Put a survey ad up. Get community feedback through that. But even though we give you feedback so many different ways, like partners getting in calls and telling you guys feedback, and like yet still not fucking listening to a lick of it. I just don't get it. I really don't. There's so many other ways. You could do research. Hell, especially with being a part of Amazon, you could recommend purchasing Amazon products around the website. And don't even get me started on pre-rolls, dude. Oh my God, pre-rolls should not be a thing, and they should have a timer. And if they are on a timer, they don't fucking work at all. Buggy ads. Getting people to click off. I want to preview something, but let's have 6 ads run in front of my face. People will click off the platform every time that happens. Pre-rolls should be skippable ads. Leading into moderating, you guys, Twitch would be making more money if they actually moderated fairly. I know that this is going to be controversial, and it's really not, because if you just look at it from a fucking business perspective, or you know anything about advertising, it's really easy to figure out what is and isn't appropriate moderating. And then also from like kind of a moral standpoint and actually giving a shit about things, like I don't get it. Why is there such an inconsistency with all this crap? Okay, I really don't get it. Somebody has sex on stream and they're not permabanned, but that's one of the biggest things that'll have advertisers pull out from the platform, as we saw, what happened to the whole hot tub meta. And that wasn't even sex live on stream. So now all these advertisers are hearing about somebody on stream had sex and it was 7 days. How pathetic is that? Come on, guys. Why? Who's making those decisions? Was it higher up that overruled the moderation team? Or is the moderation team at Twitch just doesn't give a shit and super inconsistent? Like, why? That needs to be looked into. I've been saying that for so long. The moderation team needs to be investigated. It doesn't make sense. That should have been a permaban. It should have been a permaban. There's so many people. And then the softcore porn is pushing advertisers away. I get, everyone's like, oh, well, 6 isn't that blah, blah. There's a time and a place for that shit. People are at work and they're watching. There's a lot of people at work that watch Twitch, or they're pulling it up when they're hanging around family, whether they have earbuds in or not. If you're scrolling down and you're seeing lewd shit pop up on your phone, there's probably a problem, and advertisers aren't going to be happy with that. It's not. You have to think of streaming as what would be appropriate at a concert, and or if you did something at, say, a baseball stadium. You have cheerleaders, but that's different. That's not sexualization. People bending over with their coochies in front of their cams, or their tits wiggling back and forth. That's different than just having cleavage. That is entirely different. Bending over in a pool, point of view cameras. That's stupid. Those should be banned. It's sexualization. It's in the terms of service. They can fucking do it. Outside that, I hate that shit. I really do. It's also not a good influence. And porn is an addiction, whether anybody wants to fucking talk about it or not. It is an addiction. And it's fucking disgusting too. You can do your own research. That's a whole other fucking video. But it makes me so mad that people pretend it's not, or like everything is in moderation and there's a time and place for everything. Twitch is not the fucking platform for that shit. The other thing being, gambling. No, most sites don't like or promoting gambling or like gambling. Like, why? Either get rid of it or start holding more people accountable with how they're doing these fucking sponsorships. They did a cop out of a reply. They're still allowing sports gambling. They're still allowing gambling as long as it's just in the US and regulated. Like, they need to, just It's not a fix-all. It's a cop-out. It wasn't that great of a thing with what the statement that they put out. Either make a genuine, like, addiction 18 plus, or R, not even 18 plus, put an R portion of the site. Like, there's a difference between mature audiences and R content. If you're gonna have people gambling and you want sex and softcore porn, there needs to be an entirely different part of the website. I've been saying that for a long time. Just have a section that can recommend it, and people have to, like, just like with mature, it's just different than mature audience streams. Or make it R, and then people's screens are completely cut out black, and you don't know what they are until you click on them. Like, something has to be done about that. Oh my God, they're all bad influences. It's so embarrassing when you have all of that going on the platform, but then you have somebody like Gideon that, like, admitted fault. Like, he was wrong, and he deserved to get in trouble and, like, punished for that. And I haven't even watched the guy, but he genuinely admitted he fucked up. He apologized. He encouraged his audience to stop. Obviously, some people aren't going to listen, but he did his best to fucking say, this is how I feel. But yet he's not unbanned, but some girl can have sex on stream. I don't care if you didn't see it fully or not. She had sex on stream. Twitch is the one responsible at the end of the day for moderating that. Do you know how many people in that reply thread after she had sex on stream were responding that they were going to do similar shit for clout? I'm surprised we didn't have hot tub meta point, like, 2. I don't get it. It's going to put an apocalypse on the channel. It's stupid. It's stupid. I don't get it. It's so easy to moderate these things. It's pretty straightforward. And I don't get why there's such different decisions being made. And that's just, like, the harassment on the platform from people in general is not, I don't feel moderated well. But that's part of safety. So I'll wait to talk about that. 3, who Twitch is backing and the top streamers. There have been so many other trending streamers on the platform that have been skyrocketing that, one, you should be getting recommended trending stuff. That's a whole UI conversation because it's part of them not having a fucking algorithm or giving a shit about innovating on the platform. But you have a bunch of people that constantly are farming drama, arguing with one another, getting into trouble over things, and acting like a bunch of high schoolers. It's a joke. I'm not saying that, or wish ill of these people. But, like, Twitch should be paying attention a little bit more. When that's the people and what they're constantly doing, you should probably put your cards somewhere else. If they actually gave a shit about who they were backing, they'd probably have better viewership on the platform too. Because you'd be boosting those people up. And then maybe you'd get rid of some of these top heads that are constantly causing controversy or doing or saying dumb shit. I don't think that's hard to do. What does everybody expect to happen when people that act like a bunch of immature high schoolers, what's gonna happen on the platform? Is that a good look? No. I mean, shoot, it's almost as bad as when everybody just kept doing stupid diss tracks on YouTube and some of them were crossing the line. Like, it was just it's embarrassing. That's what it is. And again, I'm not saying these people can't grow or learn, or, like, you can't, like, things are in the past too, but, like, dude, it's been a consistent thing. I'm not saying ban them, but, like, fucking figure out promoting other people so that that's not all where all your whole deck of cards are. I don't want to be that person, but, my friends and I have pretty high fucking viewership, and nobody's problematic in that group. And we don't get, like, brought in for that much shit. I'm not trying to get, like, promoted that hard, but, like, dude, everybody's actually friends and doesn't actually backstab one another nor farm one another for fucking clout. I don't get it. There's so many. I know we're not the only group like that. That's that rant. The UI. I said it earlier, but the platform doesn't look that much different since 2014. Your recommended channels are people you already follow. That's not really recommended, I feel. Recommended would be actually, having an algorithm that recommends people you probably aren't already following. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But, I mean, when I'm looking for recommended streams, I'm not thinking of followed, which is like the whole left side of your page. The front page, I feel like, is just mid half the time. I'm going to just pull it up so I can just look at it. You can go look at it yourself if you would like. But like, most of it is people I follow on the fucking recommended or channels I'll like. I don't know, dude. It's gross. It's kind of gross. I know that they had a UI change where they were putting the player at the top, and I did not personally like that much. They needed to fit. I'm sure that they could do it or find a different way to do it, but it looked like a more mobile. It should have worked on mobile, but just I think they're complacent. They're just complacent. No, the main page. I really think there's a different way that they could be recommending stuff. It's more or less consistently the same people on the front page. That's coming from somebody that I know that they default my shit up there sometimes. But nobody, I mean, some of these streams that are being put up there, nobody sees the back ones really. Am I weird for saying that? I think that they need to figure out the front page. You need to have one stream that's like on the actual front page, maybe 3 max. And then they need to have another clickable section that is just constantly recommending streams that are already playing that you can go through. Like, that's what it needs to be. More people would actually probably click on those versus just a picture, a thumbnail. That's how I feel. There could be a whole algorithm built around that. That's, again, I mean, that could go with the algorithm topic that I've got, but like, I guess they're kind of meshing together. But the whole mobile app needs a rework. It doesn't even work half the time. Like, I don't get it. These are things we've all been complaining about for years, and no feedback listened to. None. Watch time on the platform. If they gave a shit about the algorithm, gave a shit about the UI, actually making a worthwhile mobile app that doesn't fucking break all the time. Again, the mobile app fucking sucks. I just keep saying that in every topic. VOD channels in the clips page are probably the 2 biggest issues that I have with some of this. Your watch time on the platform would be higher if you actually figured out a way to fix fucking ads breaking. That's the biggest one. 2, find out a way to put more ads on the platform with making it also a little less intrusive than what it is currently. That would also make a big difference in your watch time. But like, the biggest fucking thing, the fact that streamers, our communities literally beg us to make a fucking VOD channel because the VODs are so disgusting to watch and scrub through on Twitch. You can't store hardly any of the VOD footage. Like, you got access to AWS servers. I don't know if Amazon's refusing to like cut some fucking discount deal there or whatever, but Amazon needs to get their head out of their ass. It is embarrassing. So many people have to go off the fucking platform to watch a past broadcast, and they want them up immediately because Twitch can't figure out a way to make it not disgusting. Your clips, they should have taken notes from TikTok. They could have taken notes from just YouTube videos in general. When you taking to a completely external page for clips, it's not good. And in watching a clip on like Twitch clips on an app sucks. It's so bad. It fucking bugs out most of the time. Has nobody used the mobile app? I can't stop saying how much it sucks. It's like nobody's used it. Anyone at higher up, I feel like, doesn't use Twitch. I really feel like they don't. Some of these things should be top priority. You're cutting out a huge section of... so many people between YouTube and TikTok use mobile. Refusing to find a mobile-friendly app to help your watch time on your platform is just fucking complacency. Get with the times. A lot of people like watching video on their fucking phones. Why is this? I don't get it. I don't get it. That kills your watch time. The fact that people have to basically watch on PC. And then the Twitch app isn't on so many different devices or streaming services or TVs. Dude, Roku doesn't have a Twitch app to just download to fucking watch streams. I mean, I know that sounds silly, but I know a lot of people that want to watch on their fucking TV, and unless you have a smart TV or you can Chromecast to your TV, you can't watch Twitch. They need to like research more shit than just having it on the smart TV for the apps. Copy, fucking paste it over Roku. Get a team on it. I don't get it. I know staff tries their ass off to fucking push this shit through, and I just don't get why they deny all this crap. There could be a whole clips algorithm that's less disgusting to go through that you could actually have your streamers reacting to live, so I don't have to go over to fucking Reddit to watch clips. And I know LSF is a drama farm now, but literally people back in the day when there was a bunch of gaming or just regular streaming stuff that wasn't just all this drama farming shit, like LSF was the place to go to for fucking just good stream footage, just good stream clips, like genuine quality. Like it was fun. You could actually find good streamers through that shit. And again, you shouldn't have to rely on that. You shouldn't have to rely on TikTok to get noticed. You shouldn't have to rely on YouTube. And I know there can so easily be a team that worked on an algorithm for this. There's so many people that are competent and able to do that. It shouldn't have taken TikTok to think of that. And I know people have tried to push it, that there needs to be better ways to recommend people. Figure out an algorithm. You can figure that out with trending creators. Someone's getting X amount of follows a day, or their views are skyrocketing, or they're getting hosted maybe by more people. Like, there's ways that it can be considered to just figure it out. And if you're worried about botting and all this other shit, maybe that means you should probably look into some of the safety issues on your website. Again, I could do each single one of these, go more in depth on their own video. But I'm just ranting because I'm just so fucking over this shit. I really don't care to sugarcoat and be polite about these things. The rates and revenue. I believe OF, you know what one I'm talking about. I believe that's 80-20, I think is what people have said. Fan House is 70-30 or 80-20. I can't remember that one. Regardless, higher. YouTube is base 70-30. Twitch, 50-50. And if you're not a partner, you pay for all the transaction fees. So you could, as an affiliate, you can be seeing 10 cents on a sub. I had that happen before I got partnered. When you're partnered, base 50-50 though. And then if you were lucky and you had a staff member that gave a shit, if you had a staff member, because sometimes they yoinked them away from you without telling you that you weren't going to get one back in the day. That was fun for people. But you had to basically ask for it and or write up a whole thing as to why you deserve to get a 70-30. It's a whole contract renegotiation. And yes, I was one that has one. I think most people, it's pretty obvious people that have it. I wouldn't have been so mad about this and Twitch announcing it had it not been at 2 a.m. while people are asleep and or at work over in EU hours. Everybody wanted the rates to be better. And I also wouldn't be so mad if it was going to something useful. Bits, which is like the safe way to donate on Twitch, is a 25% surcharge most of the time. So you pay $20 for $15 worth of bits to give to the broadcaster. It's a lot. And it just goes up from there. You can do more research on that if you want. Now they're trying to force a tipping feature on some channels instead of bits. So people that already try to use a workaround because they don't like the surcharge, or there's people in the community that don't like that, now they're going to kind of cock tease them with forcing in a tips feature outside of their bits that are already there. And still take a cut from that. The revenue thing. They also said they based their numbers off the average streaming time of over 200 hours a month. My viewership is generally the average is around 1,500 concurrent. And my fucking stream hours are not around 200. You know why they're not around 200? Because to get viewership on Twitch, you have to grind into promoting offsite. Off your fucking platform. Or you're not going to get viewership on Twitch. Because how are you going to get noticed? There's zero algorithm. There are so many fucking streamers on the platform. To scroll down and get noticed, the top 1%, they gave out numbers years ago, and I know Moist Critical reiterated it. Yeah, over 50 viewers is top 1% on Twitch. It is so fucking saturated. You're stupid to not be streaming on multiple platforms if you're not held down to an exclusivity contract. If it had gone towards, oh, hey, we're going to remove pre-rolls for people under 50 viewers, that would have been cool. But pre-rolls also kill people clicking off the platform. Like, it's the rate and revenue of shit being cut doesn't help anybody. It's not helping anybody. It's an embarrassment because it's the lowest rates in the industry. And I think it shows that Twitch is kind of starting to bleed dry. They don't make much off of their cuts for subs most of their money comes for the advertisements, but it's been very public knowledge for a while, like that Twitch has leaked that info. So if they're starting to cover shit up that they can't pay for things outside of what they're getting paid for advertisements, it sounds like they're fucking struggling. That, or they're just doing a greedy corporate move, which people should be pissed about. Because again, it's embarrassing. YouTube is doing way better than that. And like, there's pros and cons to streaming on YouTube versus Twitch, and I could get into that in another video. I don't think now's the time for that, but it's embarrassing. It's not going towards anything useful. Those of us that actually have employees that we pay or contractors, you know, some of us have to fucking rethink that, you know, again, those of us that actually pay to do shit like that. I know some people don't, and they don't have to do it, but some of us do pay a fucking team to take care of that crap. And it's now I have to be like, okay, so next year, how's this going to go? I pride myself on paying people fairly and to be transparent, because I've said it publicly and I've talked about it on stream. I paid contractors fairly, and I'm very proud of that. And I paid $150,000 to contractors last year. Yeah, that's not even expenses. But yet Twitch words it like, hey, you know, even though we have to pay and bust our ass into managing and getting people to bring fucking viewership into the platform that doesn't have an algorithm and a UI that's not that great for recommending streams, let's force back what you could potentially pay for your workforce to bring in the fucking viewership on your platform, right? That's a really good idea. And, you know, I'm in a fortunate position where, yeah, technically my income's not going to be hurt here, but like, I also have to make a decision at the end of the day where like, what rates are too high for what I'm making? Like, really, that's just business. But there's smaller streamers that have that cut that now have to, you know, can't necessarily hire the same amount of people, that might have to consider not having a YouTube editor anymore or something like that, or a TikTok editor. That's going to hurt discoverability. Not like necessarily mine, maybe a little bit, but it's going to hurt theirs dramatically. They don't get, Twitch doesn't get it. Hell, they have notifications that don't work half the time for streamers when they go live. It's just annoying. There's no reason for them to not have better rates or revenue splits on things. Should they take a chunk to an extent? Yeah, it's how business works. I agree with that. But it's not, it's dumb. Maybe if they actually had a worthwhile platform and actually gave a shit about the community and gave a shit out of feedback, we wouldn't be in the position that we are for ads on the platform, that they're not able to fucking make enough money. Maybe if Amazon gave a shit about who the fuck is running the company when they bought it, and or paid attention to that this is an issue, but instead we're gonna have top execs be like, oh, we're panicking to make fucking money at the last second. Fuck the creators who built the community and the viewership on your platform, and literally have to bust their ass to bring in viewership on the platform because, again, we have no fucking algorithm. Oh my god. Last thing, because I've ranted about the fucking mobile app enough. It's just fucking disgusting. Everything about it is disgusting. Safety on the platform. Any of you read the fucking article about how bad certain predators are on the website? Embarrassing and disgusting. And I'm also not surprised as somebody that's a fucking woman on the platform. I'm not. The harassment. I will put some of the accounts that say super nasty threat shit or super fucking sexist stuff don't get banned off the platform. Am I surprised that we have predators? No. And it's embarrassing. It's stupid. Every fucking social media site has a problem with it, and it's because nobody has fucking morals at top exec positions. Or they don't give a shit. They don't use their fucking product to know what they're putting out. They don't listen to community feedback. Maybe you shouldn't be 13 years old streaming on the platform. Maybe raise the age up a little bit. And or require a parent's photo ID be provided if they're going to stream something. Don't allow chat maybe if they're streaming something. There should be better tracking. And I know they said they're working on tools. It shouldn't have taken that long. You should have noticed a while ago that was a problem. again, moderation. I don't know if the team needs to be bigger. I don't know if they fucking need reviewed. I don't get the moderation bullshit. It shouldn't be this difficult. The amount of streamers that get false flagged down. But again, there's a streamer that very notably Twitch could have corrected to permabanning, but we can't even do that. But let's allow trolls that false flag smaller streamers down continue to go around, fuck up somebody's livelihood. Can't get, now they have to switch to a platform with zero notice with their audience. And I know there's so much more and there's so much worse. I had Twitter and Google deal with somebody that was sending me death threats and harassing the shit out of my community quicker than Twitch. Someone that was sending unsolicited dick pics on top of it for weeks. It took Twitch 3 weeks to ban the account after having to continuously report it with all offsite evidence and evidence they were doing it whispering people in my Twitch chat. I had somebody else on proof from alt accounts of harassing me, threats, slandering, whispering everybody that talked in my chat ever with copy paste messages of slander and harassment. And I know that they didn't ban them ever. They're still on the platform. And this was somebody from back when I played Final Fantasy XIV. Because they had a genuine, I know, and I don't mean this in a making fun of them way. They genuinely had an actual autistic tantrum in my Twitch chat, cursing, freaking the fuck out on community members, harassing them. They didn't get banned for any of that. And then they continued to go and harass, even after they were banned, whispering everybody in chat. This was like years ago. How? I don't want to be that person, but like, I'm partnered on the platform. I know the terms of service. Shouldn't my stuff maybe be bumped up a little bit on like, and especially when everybody's reporting that account? Nothing? I'm not saying you can't be 13 to view the platform, but you shouldn't be able to whisper people at 13 years old. People shouldn't be able to send you messages. You shouldn't be able to stream. It's terrifying. It really is. Or if they're going to stream, you don't allow them to have chat. Like, I don't know. That's what TikTok does. And it seems like, I mean, TikTok has a whole can of worms, but I mean, at least, you know, they're not putting them in a position to like be groomed. Or, I mean, it's gross. The whole article's really gross. It's all ass backwards. The safety on the fucking platform is ass backwards. And then the hate raids, like I made a video that there's tools, and I know there's only so much Twitch can do about it, but like, and I really recommend that video. Like, we do have the tools at our disposal, but like, maybe take a look at the fucking botting issue too, and we wouldn't be in this position. Maybe if they gave a shit more about the botting, that would be less likely to happen. Get to the root problem. Anyways, I think I'm all ranted out. I don't like making videos like this. I don't like my content being based around ranting. But I like to just shoot the shit and have a good time. But I don't understand how things have gotten to what they are. It's not just dumb business practice, but you can make a profit. The platform just would have been doing so much better if someone actually gave a shit about the platform. That's really what it is. Gave a shit or used the platform. But that's not the position we're in. I know there's probably people higher ups that are gonna be pissed that I said that. I'm tired of them not caring. It's what it feels like. You've ignored community feedback for years. Several years. Old staff complain about it. Current staff complain about it. All your partners complain about it. All your users on the website complain about it. If everyone says your shit stinks, it probably fucking stinks. There needs to be major self-reflection, and if there's refusal of that, which it seems like there's been fucking refusal for years, somebody needs to get the boot. I don't know if Amazon ever is gonna fucking catch what the fuck is going on, and actually, I don't know how the board hasn't like forced shit. I don't get it. I really don't. You've got so many advertisers like that won't advertise on the platform because of dumb fucking decisions, and like I'm over it, bro. I'm fucking over it. Anyways, if any of those specific topics you want me to go more in depth about, I'd love to do a more constructive video like I've done for moderation and stuff in the past. This one is just more ranting. I'm just super over it. I'm so pissed because Twitch is essentially a second family for me. I've been on here for 7 years. Over 7 years, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Sorry. 8 years. And watching them basically just kill themselves and kill the platform has been really infuriating. It's disappointing. None of us necessarily want to move, but like, and you two, again, I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I think a good thing for you guys to do would be commenting below the things that you really dislike about Twitch, and what they could work on. And maybe they'll look at it. But do you know how many of these videos I fucking made over the years and they didn't give a shit, or I've told them direct feedback? So whatever, right? Anyways, hope you enjoyed listening to my rant, and it took up a little bit of your time for the day. See ya later when I'm streaming or upload the next video.